Hey guys, and welcome back. My name's NG Paradox, and welcome back to our Wildling Let's Play, where we're continuing our story as King Raymond Redbeard of Antler Vale. Now we are the king in the north. We become the most successful wildling who has ever lived. We took the wall, and now we've taken the north. But with the north, obviously, it gives us a lot of power, but it also gives us a lot of problems. Not only do we now have many Northmen under us who don't particularly like us, of course. If we have a quick look here, minus 100, minus 75 for the wildling trait. They don't particularly like us. You can see that minus 1,000 for hate. Apparently they just hate us. But yeah, the wildling thing though is a big problem. I think it's just this trait here. Yeah, you can see that it gives it minus 7,000. This character is one of the free folk who live beyond the wall. They do as they please, and while they may live freely, their ways have made them few friends south of the wall. So yeah, so that does give us some minuses to our thing. Now, we could maybe deal with that in the future. We have to wait and see, and we might have to deal with our vassals. But I'm going to give you guys a plan that I've come up with. Some people give me advice and stuff, but I'm going to go through with you guys what I'm thinking of doing. Also, down south, of course, the Iron Throne still exists. We took advantage of their civil war to take the north, but the king, King Denys Tyrell, is still the king, though he's a young king, and maybe people down there don't love him. He had a few civil wars and stuff, but he's managed to take control of the realms, so he's a bit of a danger. If he continues the rule for much longer, people will start to love him, more people will support him, he'll get a lot more soldiers. So I'm thinking maybe we should go attack him as soon as possible, rather than wait till later, because obviously I have those event troops, like 60,000 men, but if I wait too long, he has all these power mounts, and they will help him. Also, a lot of his power mounts have lost a few men, due to the wars that they've had in the last few years, and look at that, the Tullys only have like 12,000 men, and the Vale only has like 6,000, this could be the weakest the Iron Throne has ever been. If I wait a little bit longer, even though I have 60,000 troops, that's basically like 3 power mounts. You know, these 3 power mounts here could make 60,000 troops. So he could easily overpower me with the rest of his lands. I need to attack as soon as possible, I feel. That's what I feel, rather than deal with the north. So I am not going to be revoking people's lands. People were saying I could just revoke all the lands from the Northmen, as you can see here. We could just revoke them. Now, most of them say maybe. A couple of them say yes, actually, but most of them say maybe. Also, it makes more of our vassals hate us as well. Gets rid of their opinion down as well, even though they hate me anyway, so maybe it doesn't really matter. But we'd have to go to war with most of them, probably take them down, which would be easy, but it would waste time. I'm thinking our ultimate goal has always been to take the Iron Throne. That's why I wanted for Raymond Redbeard to charge down from the wall with his wildling hordes and just like a tidal wave cover the Southerners. So that's what we're planning to do. I think we're going to take the Iron Throne. I'm not going to waste our time with the Northmen. So that's what I'm planning to do. Now, I could also change our culture and our religion, but for now I'm not going to change that because I feel like Raymond Redbeard, you know, he's grown up as a wildling his whole life. He's not maybe going to change that. The religion, though, we might be more likely to change the religion, mainly just because, you know, we have obviously Tali and the Hawthorn in my court, so they can give us advice, so they can basically tell us the stories of like Aegon the Conqueror, where Aegon the Conqueror obviously did the same thing. He had a different religion, but when he took over, the Westeros, he kind of converted to their religion. So we might think about doing that, maybe to either the Old Guard, which is more similar to our religion, of course, or maybe the Faith of the Seven. We'll have to wait and see. I haven't decided on that yet, but we'll see. I could do both of those, but I don't feel like doing the wildling thing, mainly just for roleplay reasons. I feel like, obviously it makes sense to do it. Would make things a lot easier, but maybe our son, you know, our son is quite young, you know, he can grow up in the southern lands, maybe he will convert, but I think Raymond's a bit too old to change his culture. I think at this age it's very difficult, so we're not going to do that as well. I need a new commander, actually. Let's just quickly go down here. Okay, let's make Arthur Magna. You can be one of our commanders, perfect. But I will be changing our dynasty name. This is one thing a lot of people pointed out. Maybe, you know, we have the name of Antler Vale because we were, you know, a nobody wildling. But now we are a great wildling. Now, people were giving me maybe ideas what we could call it. Someone said we could call maybe King's Blood, Which makes sense, obviously, historically, because my brother, after I died in the normal timeline, he did take the name Kingsblood, due to the fact that, obviously, he was related to me, who was King Beyond the Wall. But I'm not going to choose... I like that now. I really do like the name Kingsblood. It's a pretty cool name, but I don't think it fits us now, because we were successful where he failed. So that means we wouldn't take that name, because I was successful. I don't need to reinforce the fact I'm related to the old king. So I don't want to use Kingsblood. Someone said Antler, so of Antler Vale, so we could just put Antler, which I think is a pretty cool name. It does sound very like a name, very much a name J.R.R. Martin might choose for a wildling family, but I feel it's too close to maybe the Baratheon stag, you know, antlers. So I don't like it just for that, really. Do apologise. That's a good name, actually. I did like that one, I will say, to whoever put that comment, but just because of that, I don't want to choose it. I'm just going to go for something very simple. It seems like an easy choice, very simple idea, but I just feel like it's probably the most suitable one for us. Redbeard. I know it's unimaginative, it's not the most creative name, but it just fits him so well. I mean, this is the man who basically put this dynasty on the map. He is the one that put this family, you know, to greatness. So this dynasty should be named after him and his glorious red beard. I mean, you could just get lost by looking and staring into that glorious red beard. But yes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let the time go by like 1 or 2 days. There we go. And I'm just going to declare war. So we have about 60,000 men here. And we can also call upon about 48,000 men from the north. So that's quite useful. So I think we're going to declare war straight away. Now, I'm hoping some of his paramounts might not support him. Maybe if 1 or 2 don't, that would be really good for us. But I want to go now because I think if we wait too long, he'll just come and attack us. And we'll lose everything. I think this is the best time. Personally, like I say, I could be wrong, and this could be a big mistake for our wildling campaign. But, you know, if we lose... actually, no, if we lose, that's terrible, because I used the 60,000 men. We'll see, but I think this is the best course of action. Otherwise, I don't think we'll ever be able to take the Iron Throne at this rate. But yeah. So there we go, everything's sorted. We're going to start moving these guys down south to Greywater Watch. These are going to be my 3 armies. We're going to send them all one at a time. We're basically going to do like a blitzkrieg effect. I'm basically going to send our armies as quick as possible straight to King's Landing, because if he can get his armies together, if they do support him, which they probably will because he's defending against an invasion, yeah, so if we march on as quick as possible, we might be able to take advantage of the chaos and the fact he's all split up. That's the only chance I think we have, personally. So that's what I'm planning to do for us. We better take everyone go south. There we go. Everyone march to Greywater Watch. We might need an army to stay home, but I think we'll be fine. We could probably hold this pass. I don't know if they'll have many ships. It might depend, obviously, who supports the king. So here we go. Okay, the Riverlands have joined. So who joined here? We have the Martells, the Baratheons, and the Tullys. Okay, so obviously the Lannisters are obviously underneath him because they seem to be fighting a war at the moment, which is kind of a shame because Tybalt the Terrible was fighting the king before. Because obviously he's a young king, people do not support him and respect him as much as his father. King Leo Longhorn, Longthorn, who did take the Iron Throne from the Targaryens, was well respected by people, but his son has kind of been growing. Lord Paramount Hostine. Interestingly, King Jasper Arryn has not joined the king, which is very interesting. Hopefully maybe we could get him to like us. That could be a possibility. Offer vassalization. No. Of course not. But maybe we could if we do better in the war, maybe he'll come join us. Also, suspiciously, the Reach, Lord Paramount Branston, the king's own brother, has decided not to join him, which is kind of odd. Maybe he has his own ambitions. I think he has... Yeah, he has ambitious, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so maybe he has his own ideas for the Iron Throne. So that's good for us. Two of the most... Well, actually, one most powerful realm in the Iron Throne is not helping. And then the weakest one is not. So that's not that good, actually. We just got to get our men down as quick as possible. And then we can begin with the assault. Also, actually, I think for this war, I need some bodyguards, because there's a good chance we might have to face the king, obviously, or soldiers, because I'm probably my best leader, so we'll definitely be leading our armies, but I'm not the best fighter. We need someone who can defend us. 6. 6 is not very good. I need someone like 10. Come on, there must be someone like 10. Oh, there we go. Mira. Ah, my son's wife. Okay. My son's wife will be my bodyguard. I really need another one. Is that really the best one? My son is the best bodyguard. Dual skill 6. That is terrible. That is... okay, I guess we'll put my son for now. He'll be our other bodyguard. I can't believe it. They're the only ones. Okay, fine. That's okay. So the 14th of March will be when the first army gets there. We'll send them down as quick as possible. There we go. Perfect. So now the first army. This will be led by our greatest warrior, who does happen to be me, like I said. So we'll lead the first army straight down. Next up, we'll have, I think, Daiwen. I don't want to send my son. My son will lead the second armies. And Torig, your flankers are perfect. Yeah, my son will lead the second armies. These will go straight down the King's Landing. Want to get there as quick as possible. These two will take a while to get there, but we can wait for them. He'll probably cross through some the Tully's armies, but we should be fine in that. Branson the Reach accepted a call into the war. Okay, so now he's got he's got everyone except for the Vale. God damn you, Vale. And now he's facing a war against his tyranny. And there's a lot of people in that war, so that's not going to look good for him, actually. High Lordship of Winterfell. Huh. Interesting. Wasn't that controlled by the Starks? What happened to the Starks? Huh, let's have a quick look here. High Lordship of Winterfell history. Ah, there he is. So it looks like Baron Stark, the former king of the North, as he called himself before I took it from him. He's actually lost all of his lands. Our poor Baron Stark. And that allowed me to form the High Lordship, which is good for us. Tending the wounds, how unfortunate. We also need to make sure my council are doing their stuff. Make sure people like me. Yeah, who hates me the most? Okay, probably just, yeah, everyone basically in the North hates me. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. How about improve relations with the Manderleys? Because the Manderleys are probably one of the most powerful ones. We might as well try. Probably won't help at all, though. Collect taxes. Yeah, give me money. Give us the money. But yeah. Also, this time, hopefully I can try to siege out a few more provinces. We didn't get to do it with the North, obviously, just because we weren't able to, because we didn't have much time, basically, to win the war. If we didn't act quickly, we would lose the war, or it would be inconclusive. So we weren't able to do that, but maybe this time, hopefully, I'll be able to. But we need to act quickly in this one as well, because they definitely have the advantage. And we have a few armies around here, but nothing that I cannot handle. The second army is now here. They'll be led by my son, Gorn. And then he'll take Harmond Umber. And I guess then we'll go for Gerrick. Gerrick Crowhunter. You'll join my son. So these three together will go on ahead. When will you get there? The 5th of May. Ooh, that's too long. Too long. You come down here as well. Perfect. So we've got our two armies starting to go down first. Hopefully the rest can oh my god, okay. 16,000 men here controlled by the Prince Gunther. I think that's the king's brother, I'm assuming. Now he's actually running away. Let's just let time go by a bit. Yeah, he seems to be actually running away, which is pretty good for us, actually. He might be going to link up with maybe the Westerland armies. But I mean, there's not enough men there to really hurt us. It's just basically there's other armies. Okay, at the moment I'm basically chasing down these small armies. Okay, when will you guys get here? The 9th of June. So the 9th of June we'll have our third army. Then we'll have a lot more coming. Perfect. And so far I can't see them. Obviously the Iron Isles we'll have to take in the future. Iron King Dagon. Ooh. His heir is in jail. Imprisoned by his father. Oh no, imprisoned by King Denys. King Denys has him imprisoned. Oh, okay. And his brother is actually imprisoned by King Denys as well. Oh, so two of his sons are imprisoned. That is not what you want. Probably. I would have thought he would not want that. Okay, let's continue going forward. There we go. Perfect. So just got rid of 3,000 men there. We got better as a commander. We became a brilliant commander. Perfect. 27 Marshal. He is a monster when it comes to the leading men, but when it comes to actually fighting, he's maybe not so good. We'll leave you guys there for now, because otherwise you guys are going to suffer attrition, possibly. 9th of June, that was it. Okay, so let him go a bit forward, and then we can send you. You guys are now there. We'll put you together. You can be led by It was Gerrick, so Hagon. Yeah, you're an inspiring leader. You lead these men. Then we'll have Mormont. Rickon Mormont. And then I guess the Crowl? Yeah, Hallis Crowl. You guys will lead this army. Just go down. Just follow after the others. There seems to be a ship over here of men. Actually, are they attacking us north? No, I can't see any armies. Okay, so we're fine up north and stuff. Really, it's just a small army there. We should be fine. Let's actually just leave these men here to take care of them. Oh, and that's the end. Okay, so I have no other leaders. Okay, apparently we have no other leaders in that army. But we've got a lot more men coming, so we can keep them coming. Just keep charging the King's Landing. 17th, perfect. Okay, how about you start going now then? Okay, we've met a 10,000 army here, led by the king himself. Excellent. Oh, yes. Okay, he's going to Haraway Town, the 4th of July. Okay, we will be able to attack him in Darry. So, king versus king. Redbeard versus Tyrell. Who will come out on top? Southerners versus Wildlings. We'll have to wait and see. Now, as a leader, I'm better than him. I'm 27. He's, I think, 17? No, 16. Oh, apparently he's wounded and ill. Ooh, perfect. But who is in his King's Guard? Let's have a quick look here. So we have Alan Conington. Ooh, but he's with the King's brother. So apparently he's protecting the King's brother. We have Sir Sefton. Skilled fighter. We have Sir Merritt. Skilled fighter and huge. Then we have Commander Wallace Mallory. Trained fighter, not that good actually. Probably the weakest one we've seen. Harlan of Darkmoor. Alan of Port Fang. He's only a trained fighter, but he does have duelist. And we have Sir Miles of Maidenpool. Again, another trained fighter. So, kind of a mixed bag there. You know, Alan Conington, amazing. So maybe I don't want to duel the king. You might have to face Alan Conington. I know Alan Conington's protecting his brothers. We probably won't have to face him. But the skilled fighters would destroy him, as you guys can see. Where is it? I got 4.5 duel skill. I'm not a good duelist. There we go. Knew they'd land there. Let's go attack them. So no other armies around. That's perfect. Okay, so it looks like my plan is working. Looks like we've gone so fast. They've not been able to get their men there to help. And we've captured a Septon. He's going back to Haraway Town, which is fine because these guys will meet them there. So I'll continue to King's Landing. Hopefully I don't meet a surprise. I'm just a bit worried at the moment. I'm worried that we might meet a surprise in the fog of war. Now, how about my son? You go attack Lord Paramount Tybalt. Yes, perfect. Go attack him. Go attack those Lannisters. Okay, perfect. Absolutely destroyed them, of course. Very easy. How about you come south as well? So is the king in King's Landing? The king is not in King's Landing now. He's in Eastern Bight, so he's obviously on a ship then. Yeah, here we go. He's right on this ship. Okay, perfect. We got men to defend here, so that's fine. The Vale finished its war, and King Jasper won. Okay. Maybe I should have got him to like us then. Oh well. At least he's not fighting us. Now, we destroyed this army here. We've got probably a fourth army about to appear here, but they'll have no leader, maybe. I should divide the leaders. Go to White Harbour, take them out. And we'll have to leave an army here to defend, maybe. Like, maybe all of these ones up here will defend. Maybe these 22,000 will go down south. That might be the idea. Let's do that, maybe. So everyone go to White Harbour. You guys will be our defensive army. You will defend our lands. Okay. But like I said before, you know, we have Tali and Hawthorne, the two southerner rebels of the Night's Watch. They're kind of advising us on what to do, basically. Who people are and basically how people act and think. The different cultures and whatnot. They're going to help us in our wars. Okay, so we've always made it to King's Landing with about 48,000 men. We've got another army coming. They've not met any problems as well. And we've got 18 defending the neck. So right now it's looking quite good. But I say I cannot see the other armies yet. Small armies around here at the moment. Where are the rest? My prisoner has complained about his dark cell. Septon Jarman. Well, I am a charitable man, so I might just give him, like, you know, the chance to have a nicer room. Honest, just, he's a religious man. Maybe I'm just like that. I don't know, but he's a different religion. Roth, I'm not really angry at him, I guess. And brave. You know what? Let's give it to him, yeah. I shall be merciful. Because there's nothing saying I wouldn't be. We'll see. And probably we'll say my advisors tell me that being courteous to a religious man would look very nice for the southern people.